In this episode, we're tearing down an engine from the 0 to 100 km per hour in 3 seconds club. It's the QJMOTOR Sai 550S engine. Let's see what exactly makes it capable of reaching 100 km per hour in just over 3 seconds. As for the exterior, everyone is quite familiar with it. It still hasn't escaped the look of the 502 engine. But what's it like on the inside? Alright, let's talk while we disassemble it. It uses a slipper clutch. This specific clutch is a Qianjiang clutch from Chongqing. They have a near monopoly on large displacement slipper clutches in the domestic market. The clutch plates are imported FCC plates. Because Chongqing's aluminum plates have always been from Japan's XD. The structure on this side is essentially identical to the 502. No major improvements were made here. But wait. Qianjiang directly gave you 2 scissor gears in one go. Saves you the trouble of modifying them later. As everyone knows, the sound of scissor gears is much more pleasant. Look, both the primary drive gear and the balancer shaft are equipped with these gears. That's why this Sai 550 engine actually sounds pretty good. With the previous 302 and 502 models, modifying them with scissor gears would cost quite a bit. This gives it to you straight from the factory. Let's look at the main shaft bearings. They are from Qianjiang P5 grade, C3 clearance bearings. Similarly, this machine comes from the Qianjiang factory. The older version of the Sai 550 engine. I've torn that one down too. There's a video of it. I'll post it later so everyone can compare them. Now, let's take off the cylinder head cover. Regarding this Sai series engine, first, take a look at this bearing cap. I feel that the workmanship is indeed much better than the old 502. This is the 502s, take a look and compare. Doesn't this one look more refined? So, regarding engines, Qianjiang really does want to improve. And we can see the progress in craftsmanship. Of course, expecting it to become a perfect form overnight is unlikely. Take it step by step. Alright, the camshafts. Standard materials. I won't go into too much detail here. The Chase 550 engine. The exterior of the Chase 550 engine looks identical to the Sai 550. However, that was a twin-cylinder in-phase setup. There's still a difference in the crankshaft angle. Let's look at the pistons. The crowns are micro-arc oxidized. This provides excellent heat insulation. For the twin-cylinder Sai series, these micro-arc oxidized pistons seem to be standard now. They all have them. Is it a forged piston, though? You can't tell just by looking at it like this. Let's keep disassembling. Remove the magneto cover. Take off the starter idle gear. Flip it over to remove the oil pan. This oil pan looks very familiar. It's the same as the 502. Remove the oil strainer. Now, let's split the crankcase. I'll show you the crankshaft angle once it's open. Alright. Okay, let's look at this crankshaft angle. It's a 270-degree offset. This crankshaft angle is indeed very effective. It's how they achieve that 3-second 0 to 100 km per hour acceleration. Remove the balancer shaft. The angle of the balancer shaft is naturally the same as the crankshaft. Look at the bearings on the main shaft side. They are TPI bearings from Taiwan. Take off the connecting rods. Let's look at the rod bearings. The Sai series bearings are definitely better than the old ones. As expected, they are Daido copper-based bearings from Japan. Remove the crankshaft. Let's look at the timing chain. It's a reinforced timing chain from Zhonghua. Now look at the main bearings. The main bearings have been changed, compared to the older Sai 550. They've switched to Qaida. Copper-based bearings. The old 550 used, well, whatever bearings those were. I didn't even recognize the brand. I'll show them to you later. Alright, look at the pistons. What is coated on the piston skirt? Focus on the structure of this piston. It completely overturns previous designs. It uses a lightweight structural design. The brand is Qianjiang. This structure is typically used for forged pistons. The focus is on being lightweight. Of course, this piston only uses the lightweight design. It is not actually a forged piston. Look at the piston rings. The first compression ring is made with DLC, diamond-like carbon technology from TPR. And the second ring uses PVD technology. This is great, both high-end processes were used. As for the cylinders, it uses cast iron sleeves, not electroplated ceramic cylinders. They're 752 model. And the Sai 921 use electroplated ceramic. Alright, let's wrap this up. The connecting rod bearings are better than those in the 502. They use Japanese Daido, while the 502 uses domestic Qaida bearings. Then the crankshaft. Compared to the old Sai 550, it's considered an upgrade. Regarding the pistons, they've implemented a lightweight design. The skirts are as small as those on forged pistons. This really helps in increasing the piston's linear speed. Then there's the dual scissor gears. It satisfies everyone's demand for a good sound, saving you from having to buy a kit to mod it yourself. Are there downsides? It's still fundamentally like the 502. Not quite innovative enough. Alright, coming up, I'll also show you the video of the old Sai 550 for you to check out. Thanks for watching.